Good evening and welcome to the June 16th City Council meeting. Before we get into our normal routine, I just wanted to say this weekend our community really faced some unspeakable acts of terror from a deranged individual. And I wanted to express my gratitude first to our law enforcement who acted very quickly to ensure that our community and our representatives were safe and then assisted in others. And as you join me in our moment of silence tonight to offer prayers to Senator Hoffman and his wife, Yvette, on their recovery, but also to the Hortman family who lost their mother and father to this horrific incident. So if you join me for a moment of silence and Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, roll call, please.
Michelle Volk. Hellier.
Here.
John Bermel. Dan Walter. Joshua Lee.
Here. Okay, moving on to item 3, citizens' comments is an opportunity for anybody to address the council for a few minutes if you have a... Okay. Moving on to item number 4, additional agenda information, Mr. Miller.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
We'll now move on to item 5, and I'll turn over to Mr. Kraus on a update and debriefing for Panaprog. Welcome, one of our favorite meetings of the year.
Good evening. Mr. Mayor, City Council, City staff, and the community of Lakeville. It's always my pleasure to come and share a little bit about Panorama of Progress in our 58th year. My name's Paul Cause, and I represent our volunteer board, but more importantly, I represent all of our volunteers that put on this festival. We are just 18 days away. Yes, July 4th, we kick it off with the city, with the fireworks, and we go strong for 10 straight days through the 13th. Over 2 full weekends, 60 full events, some new ones brought on by some new partners. Disc golf down at Living Waters on their disc golf course. We've got Touch a Truck down on Holyoke, brought together by Lakeville Works, a new team joining our support. And we'll put historic trucks down on Holyoke on Thursday. That's part of the increased safety as we shut down Holyoke from Thursday at 5 till Sunday at 5. We've got some change in venues as well. Our Family Fun Fest, formerly known as Family Tailgate, we're moving from the Lakeville Arts parking lot out to Casperson. Gives us a little bit more room. It takes advantage of a beautiful park and takes some pressure off downtown. And speaking of taking pressure off downtown, we're moving parts of our street market out of the curling lot parking lot and partnering with the Lakeville Arenas at the new Alina Pavilion down at Hawsey, where we're going to do 2 days of arts and crafts with a shuttle back and forth, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 5. So that should be a nice addition. We're expanding our music, again, outside of downtown. You'll get a theme here. Moving our Lakeville Community Band, which always does a great job with their patriotic music, to a Sunday night, and then partnering with our Live at the Lake and the Arts Center to put a tribute band, a Tom Petty tribute band out on the Casperson stage on that Wednesday. All of our traditional events are back. Beer Brats and Bingo on Thursday night. Cruise night will be Friday night. Chalk art will be on Sunday. All good fun. A highlight, of course, is our big parade. As the parade director, I already have 105 entries in already, but let me give you the tip. Charlotte Baker is a 23 graduate of Lakeville South. She is the University of Minnesota Golden Gopher drum major. That is the highest student position that you can hold in a university band. And she is bringing her band, the summer marching band, to Panaprog. So be there. We've got Minnesota Gophers coming to our parade. Should be an awesome time. Let me close with appreciation. First of all, none of this happens without volunteers. Hundreds of volunteers, both working with Panaprog plus with all of our partners. To our local partners, city, police, parks, art center, streets, fire, support, ongoing feedback, and a true partnership. And what can I say about our business community? Unbelievably generous and supportive. We have over 100 sponsors, large and small, that help us deliver our continued panorama of progress to Lakeville. So before I hand out the traditional button, 58th annual, Ollie will stand for any questions or comments.
Okay, very good. Council? I'll just say I'm excited about the new events and also the moving of the two events. I think it was great use of expanding the footprint outside of downtown, so I'm very excited about that. So can't wait. 18 days.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All right, moving on to item number 6, our consent agenda. These are routine items in front of the council. Mr. Miller, anything you wanted to highlight?
Thank you, Mayor. A handful of items tonight. Item 6C is a donation from the Lakeville Public Safety Foundation. This is a utility vehicle that is going to be donated to the police department, valued at over $38,000, so we're very appreciative of that donation. There's a couple ordinance amendments here that have been discussed at work sessions, but I just wanted to highlight them tonight. Item 6D is an ordinance amending our control of dogs. So our previous ordinance required a leash, but also allowed voice control. Per the discussion of the council, we are removing the allowance for a dog to be under the command of your voice. So it will be required to have a leash, but the Parks Department will be establishing some dog training areas in specific parks that will be allowed for off-leash work.
Great.
Item 6E is related to the furnishing of cannabis. Under our social host ordinance, we have had a social host ordinance where that's pertained to alcohol, but with the legalization of cannabis by the state legislature, the council discussed adding cannabis to that ordinance, and so that is 6E. And then item 6G is an ordinance that allows staff in the city to post certain city-owned stormwater ponds as no fishing. We have had some complaints about fishing and impacts to some neighboring homeowners, and this will allow us to do that where it's appropriate.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that. Council, anything you want to pull for further discussion, or if not, I'll take a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, very good. Any discussion about the consent agenda? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda passes. We'll now move on to item 7. It's a public hearing for vacation of roadway, drainage, and utility easement at Amelia Meadows. And our Community Development Director, Ms. Goodroad, will offer a presentation.
Thank you. This is just a real quick item. The final plat for Amelia Meadows has already been approved, but there was, we caught an existing drainage or existing easement that needs to be removed. It's no longer needed because of the new plat, but for the recording of the plat purposes, we need to have this resolution approved, public hearing and this resolution approved to take care of that. We should have caught this when we did the final plat, but it was something that we caught after all of that review. I stand for any questions, and we do need a public hearing.
Okay, any questions, council? Okay, this is a public hearing. I'll open the public hearing. Are there any comments from the public about this? Okay. Move to close the public hearing. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, the public hearing is now closed. Council, any questions, comments, or a motion? Councilmember Walter.
I move to approve a resolution vacating a public roadway, drainage, and utility easement.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, roll call, please.
Bermel.
Aye.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Volk. Aye. Hellier.
Aye. Okay, now moving on to item 8 and 9, unfinished and new business. And seeing none, announcements. Our next work session is June 23rd here at the conference room, and our next council meeting is July 7th. Wow, after fireworks. Okay, and with that, I will take a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? We're adjourned. Look at that, 10 minutes. Good job, everybody. The scouts are happy.
Yeah.